Hey, what's going on today, guys? It's PsyQo Hippy, captain of Team PsyQo, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video on how you can make your Black Ops 3 trick shots better. And that means make them stand out from every other player's trick shots. Basically, if you're going for a private RC or an RC, or you're sending your app clips in, how can you have unique trick shots that everyone else hasn't hit already? Because there's so many places on maps like Evac or the Infection Suicide where you've just seen the same clip hit by 100 different people already. Even on maps like Spire, I believe it is, on the new map packs. I might be wrong with the name. But you've seen the A-bomb suicide. I mean, it's been out for a month now. You've seen the suicide like 200 times. How can you make those clips slightly more unique so that then you're one of only a few clips as opposed to one of hundreds of clips hit from that exact same spot? So I'm just going to go through some of the popular maps where you see constant clips hit from over and over again. And the first map we're going to start out with is Evac. So everybody's seen this A-bomb shot here into the water. It's not very distant, it's kind of boring, just that same kind of shot there. We've also seen this wall run or people drop back. That's a little more unique. Like if I saw somebody hit that, I'd be like, yeah, that's a freaking banger right there. So how can you make these shots, those same couple shots you frequently see, more unique? Well, there's this nice little wall run here. You're still into the water, you know, you don't really lose any distance on the shot here. If you go to the other side of A-bomb, where your opponent most likely is stunned and shooting at your teammates, look at this nice little wall run you can go for here. There you go. And look how distant that would be. You hit that kill cam, that'd be sick. There's also this wall run here. It's kind of same as the one that you commonly see, but you know, it's just not hit as often. And then if you're at the end of the map and you're going from this side, you can always go for this nice little sui. Like, look how beautiful that sui would be. It's like you're floating out there. Everything's way out. Oh, that would be such a nice shot to hit, and you just don't see people hitting that. But then of course you can wall run on every side of Evac. I'll show you an example right here. You can just go for a nice little wall run. You hit that sui. I've never seen anybody hit that before. I haven't seen anybody wall run along the side of the map and hit those kinds of shots before. Again, you've seen this shot here over to where you trick shot frequently. You know, that's kind of boring. If you see what I did right there, I'm going to slow-mo it again. That's called G-sliding. You sprint towards the corner of a ledge, and then you press the crouch button, and it launches you into the air, and then you hold down the A button, and you see how far you fly? Why has nobody gone for shots like this? I'll show you an example right here. Look how distant that is, how far out of the map you can fly. I'll show that one again in slow-mo as well, just so you can get good perspective of just how far you can fly. Like, that shot instantly is so much better than the just same suicide you've seen people hit. And since this whole map is all suicides, you can do that exact same thing. Same little G-slide off the side of the building from any place. There's a little ledge here, the ledge is behind you, you stun the guy up there. You can just go for a nice little G-slide off the side of that, you get a nice little boost, you get more distance, and also you get the nice blur around your camera. I just think it looks very cool to go for a shot like that. And you can definitely make your same evac shots a little bit more creative. But now we're going to be moving on over to Hunted, which is a very common map as well. If you look where I'm shooting right now, that is where the A-bomb is. This whole building is wall bangable, so that means you can go from shots anywhere outside of this building. If your opponent's inside, you're safe. You're on the outside, you can wall bang, and you just keep going for shots until you hit it. But I showed you a nice little wall run there. There's this little ledge over here. And then to my left as well, there's a nice little ledge here. You can go over the bushes. That would be a beautiful shot. If you hit that, you wall bang it, or you shoot through the doorway, that would be such a sick shot. And of course, that whole platform you're on, you can go for suis off of it. There's the bridge you can go off of. And since we know now that this building's all wall bangable, why don't you just wall around here? You can wall around on the stone side, wall bang into there. There's Pride Rock here. You can shoot through the doorway. You can wall bang into the building again. There's the truck right next to you. You know, there's just nice wall bangs you can go for towards the A-bomb while being totally safe because the opponent's inside. Then, of course, there's this little crate here and the waterfall where we've all seen 100,000 million shots that are just so boring now. They've been hit before, so, you know, that kind of shot is boring. Why don't you leave your teammates over there doing the boring shots? Leave them to get shot at by your opponent. Your opponent runs over there. Just go for a nice little Pride sui or Pride drop back. Like, you know, that hasn't been hit as often. You can go from this truck right here and just shoot either into the A building or towards your opponents. You can go from, you know, anywhere. Just use the wall running movement in Black Ops 3. People don't utilize that enough. You can go for a nice little shot here over towards your teammates. over by who are being shot at by the big metal crate. There's this stone wall here. You can go, you can drop back and hit that into the A-bomb. You can shoot it over towards your teammates. You can also sui from this place as well. You can jump completely over the map. Imagine hitting that suicide. I don't think that's ever been hit before. That would be beautiful, guys. And then, of course, this last shot that I'm going to show you. This one's really cool. If I saw somebody hit this for like a private RC, I guarantee you I'd pick them up. Like, if they wall bang this towards the A-bomb or to a guy in the middle, just imagine hitting it like in that wall run. Holy shit, or if the guy's up on Pride Rock, that would be crazy. So those are just some more unique places that that you might not have thought of because you just always go to the same places on Hunted. So now we're going to be moving on over to Infection. Infection, of course, has the same suicide. It's basically turned into the raid sui when you think about it. You know, that same sui that I just showed you right there. That's pretty boring. Every app clip has it. Every person has hit it at this point. It's pretty boring, and people forget this is Infection. There's floating rocks everywhere. There's this one that I'm on right now. There's one to the left as well, and then of course the whole side of the map is suicides, but everybody insists on going from that same rock. I don't know why, but if you like to go from this rock as well, use the G-slide technique that I showed you. Like, look how beautiful that is. I'm gonna slow-mo it down again real quick, just so you can get a really good perspective of just like how far the distance is on that shot, and you get the nice screen blur. It just looks so much nicer if you're to go from that towards the guy by the B-bomb. You used to see some glitch shots from this side of the map towards the staircase there where the B-bomb is as well, but unfortunately they patched this glitch spot here. You no longer get up on the little out-of-the-map ledge, so now you don't see any shots from here. I don't know why people don't go from for shots here. There'll still be enemies standing there in the same place that they always stand. That's why people used to hit shots from there. So why don't you just go from somewhere else? There's a nice little ledge, good distance on that. You can run off the front face of the church here and just shoot the guy towards the little doorway. You can go over from the other side of the map. There's this nice little cafe front, I think it is. It's not super distance, that one, but you know, it's more unique than the same Infection suicide that you see everybody hitting. There's this building here. I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody hit a trick shot off there. I'm sure it has been hit, but you know, it's not as common as the same suicide you see everybody go for. And then of course we're gonna move on to the map. I think it is called Spire, but I might be wrong by that. But this map's been out for like 35 days on PlayStation and like 2 days or 3 days or whatever on Xbox One, and you've already seen a million shots hit from here. I get it, it's beautiful, like where the bomb is set up. I'm pretty sure that was intentional by Treyarch. That's very kind of them. But why don't we spice up that same suicide, you know, just do the same G-sliding technique that I told you. Look how much better that looks. Like, imagine hitting it with that kind of distance, the nice blur. You know, run off the backside here. I'll show a couple different shots there. See, you got more distance. It's from a unique place. I think that one there looks really, really cool. There's a nice another little ledge shot here where you climb up, yeah, and you just shoot over the top there. That looks super awesome in my opinion. As well, and it's from a unique spot. You don't really see people hitting from there. And then I've now seen so many like spawn shots on this map because it's a very open center of the map, but then you oftentimes get shot right after. Look at that, you see? You can shoot right into the map over the roof there. That's where your teammates will be going for their spawn shots and dying. Look at that, you hit a nice little spawn shot like that, or you kill the guy for final kill cam in the middle. That would be crazy. And then of course there's the B-bomb side where you've seen a bunch of leftover boring shots off this little like fern here. I don't get why people even go for shots there. You're so exposed, you're gonna die and not even hit a decent shot. So why don't you just go to the opposite side of where your opponent is. You can wall run off there. Same thing, if that's where your opponent is, you can go over to the other side, wall run on the other side, get more distance, let your teammates get shot at instead who are being stupid in the middle area. And then of course you're less likely to die. You can also go from this other wall here and run, jump, and shoot over this little kiosk, I think it is. Like, you're not gonna die from there because there's a kiosk between you, or probably your teammates are between you two, they're gonna die. Just think how nice that look. You shoot that, you hit that for final kill cam. That's just changed from a leftover into a semi-decent shot. And then finally, guys, the last map that we're going to pull on into is Gauntlet. Now, Gauntlet, we've seen lots of shots towards the bomb that is on the bridge. They're from this little doorway. They're from this glacier or iceberg thing right here. And they're pretty boring. They're pretty leftover, closed barrel stuff kind of shots. You can do it from both sides. It's pretty much identical. But I don't know if you guys knew this, but that bridge where the bomb is actually wall bangable. It's essentially the new boat bang. It's the bridge bang, if you will. As you can see, the bots are on 70% health. That's the equivalent of just tagging somebody after you stun them. And you just go for that nice little sui underneath the bridge. You can go for a cool 1800. You can wall run along the sides here. You're less likely to die wall running down here than you will if you're exposed. Like, the day I see somebody bridge bang that, that would be freaking nuts. And right here, I actually did hit it. It only took me like 5 attempts, to be honest. It's not very distant, but it's creative. If I saw somebody hit this for a private RC I put them on, I can guarantee you guys I'd want to pick them up, because even though it's not a super distant shot, it's creative. I haven't seen anybody hit this before. Like, just imagine, you know, being the first person to hit the bridge bang, whatever, you know? If the boat bang is something popular, make the bridge bang something cool, guys. So anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I get sent so many app clips, and I see the same clip, well, what looks like the same clip, hit by so many different people, that it's just ridiculous. Like, to me, like, I can get sent 5 different app clips by 5 different people who have the same 10 shots in the same 10 spots, and there's just so hard to differentiate them. They all just go for the same shots from the same spots, and you guys you gotta keep it creative. Take it back to like MW2, and things are just meant to be creative and fun and look cool, and I think these spots look way cooler than the same spots that we've been seeing the same shots hit from over and over and over again, guys. So, you know, hopefully this helped expand your mind of things that you could do to make your shots a little bit more creative than, you know, every other person going for a private RC, or, you know, a full-on RC, or just having your app clip look better, that kind of thing. So, if you guys enjoyed, maybe this will help you get into a bigger team, help you win that RC that you're going for or whatever. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please make sure to drop me a like. I'd be more than happy to do this on a game like Ghosts or MW2 or Black Ops 2 or whatever game you guys want to see. If this does well, I'm definitely going to do it again. Other than that, guys, I do hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to drop me a like and a comment. And as always, I hope you have a great day, and peace.